You're heading to the coast to cool off in this heat. You may want to think twice before you jump into the water.
Yeah, the National Weather Service is warning about hazardous conditions, including the threat of strong rip currents, high surf, and even some minor coastal flooding. News 8's Kelly Hessedal joins us live now from Mission Beach. And Kelly, of course, the beach is a popular spot, but people should still be careful.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I've been talking to people who've been coming out of the water today. They tell me the conditions aren't exactly ideal for surfing or for swimming. But take a look. This is what it looks like in Mission Beach right now. It is fairly windy out here. The water is pretty choppy. And I talked to San Diego lifeguards earlier, and they say the best advice is to really check in with the lifeguard first.
Just check in with a lifeguard, make sure that you're set up in an area that you're not going to be impacted by the high tides, or if you're at Black's Beach or a beach with any cliff areas, make sure that you're set up where there couldn't be a bluff collapse or exposure due to the high tides. So we just say always check in with the lifeguards, make sure you're in a good spot.
And San Diego lifeguard Lieutenant Ryan Foster says, yes, high tides can really catch people off guard, especially visitors who may not be as familiar with our beaches. So if you talk to the lifeguards when you show up, they can let you know if there are any hazard areas to be aware of. He says, though we are seeing high tides, king tides, the good news is we're not seeing it coupled with the large surf yet. So that means conditions aren't quite as bad, though it's possible we could see some flooding in low-lying areas. Sandbags have been put out in spots along the boardwalk as a precaution. We're also told city crews are monitoring this area as well as other spots like the Midway area and are ready to respond if there's any flooding. So they're warning people, if you live in a coastal community like this one, if you're visiting, if you're parking your vehicle in a flood-prone zone, plan ahead and take precautions. I talked to a couple of guys coming in from the ocean earlier today, and here's what they said. Talk about the conditions. What is it like out there?
Choppy, sloppy, and waiting for swell, maybe later at the end of the week.
As far as coastal flooding, it was really high tide last night. I live on Island Court on the other side, and the bay spilled over into the alley. It was really high tide. I was surprised. I've seen rescues. I've seen a lot of inexperienced swimmers get in trouble.
And so back out here live, high tide tonight here at Mission Beach, peaks at 9:07 p.m. It's expected to be around 7 feet, which is very high. Typically, peaks are around 6 feet on average, so something certainly be aware of if you live in one of these low-lying areas near the coast. Carlo and Stephanie?
The one surfer, he mentioned that there was overflow already. You mentioned the possibility of flooding in some of those low-lying areas. It's always a good idea to take precautions, and I understand the city is offering free sandbags, right?
Yep, the city is offering, and as well as the county are offering free sandbags. I believe 11 different locations in the city. Recreation centers are offering empty sandbags for free. So we've got a list on our website, cbs8.com. Just click on this story.
All right, great information. Kelly, thank you.